Good morning from Finland. I know it's a little early back in the States, but it is bright and sunshiny in Helsinki today, and we wanted to share our insights that we got from our first day in Finland.
So we had the privilege of going to a couple of schools, and they were really very interesting. And one of the things, we're going to have themes each time that we talk with you. And our theme for today is the way that they pay attention to the distinction between accountability and responsibility. So one of the things that we're observing is that instead of saying accountability, meaning you're accountable for the kinds of work that you do, the scores that you have, the grades that you have, all the things that we use in the terminology of accountability, they really talk more about the idea of responsibility. You are responsible for your learning. You are the learner and you're responsible for it. And so where we call it self-directed learning, they are really looking at it from the perspective of we make sure that students take responsibility for their learning.
And what we're seeing is really just such a tremendous level of autonomy, both from the teacher point of view as well as from the student point of view. So the idea of the connection or the synergy between autonomy and responsibility and how they're continuing to create that culture as part of their daily practice.
We were amazed, truly amazed at the way that they allow students to just take care of themselves. So there's not a pass to go down the hall. There's not a whole lot of kind of where are you going? What are you doing? It's like, students know their responsibility. They know how to move about the school. And it looks like it's idealized, but in fact, we were just so impressed with the idea that they have very little of the kinds of passes and special times for things. And then, which we were most amazed about, was they went off for a 2-hour bike trip.
That's right. 2-hour bike right around the pond in the forest. And so the opportunity to see not just that level of responsibility and autonomy, but also the idea that we're really starting to see a connection to the whole child, including that physical and emotional well-being.
And who is their physical ed teacher?
The teacher.
The teacher. And what did we see? And I think we got a great photograph of it. We saw the teacher putting her helmet on,
yep,
going off because they were going for a 2-hour bike ride, which is in the schedule for their physical education
That's
period.
Right.
So it was, and the idea was that because they were biking, they also learned about how to take responsibility for getting themselves ready, for going out, and for riding in with bikes in a straight line on I guess it was a road. And
That's
they
right.
were like
through the city. That's right.
There's a sense of physical as well as emotional
Yep.
well-being
Yep.
that is not so much the teacher's responsibility, but kids learning how to take care of themselves.
Absolutely. And in case you haven't hung out on Twitter yet, it's #Finland Field Study. So I'll add that link down below if you want to spend some time seeing the live tweets as we're doing it. Otherwise, we'll continue to check in tomorrow with a second theme.
Yes.
Good to see you guys.